what's up everybody, and welcome to Jazz and Marty. I'm Marty, and I know you saw the thumbnail, I know you read the title. Today we are trying our hands at reverse tie-dye, okay? Now, I've gained all my reverse tie-dye knowledge from 5 Minute Crafts, so let's see how this thing works out, alright? So, we've tied things before, dang. We have dyed things before, like we've dyed shoes and we've dyed t-shirts, but we've never done something like reverse tie-dye. So I'm super excited to see how this thing turns out. All right, now before we hop into today's project, I got two things that I want to talk to you about. All right, the very first thing is that, do you see this shroud of darkness right here next to me? Now this is a project that I've been working on for the past 5 months in secret. So I'm really excited to show it to you, but I just can't show it to you yet. So just stay tuned to our future uploads and then you'll see this bad boy. But I'm really excited to show it to you. I'm really excited how this thing turns out. Alright, so the second thing that I want to share with you is, are you subscribed? I know you subscribed, baby, because you wouldn't be watching us if you wasn't, man. Hit that subscribe button and a notify bell next to it. And also, you know, hit that like button too. It helps out the channel a whole lot, alright? Now, without any further ado, let's hop into this thing. So, here's what you need. Alright, so you're gonna need bleach, a plastic tub. Now this might look familiar if you've seen our CONVERSE shoe dye video. I'll leave a link to that up at the top or down in the description box below. A spoon. You're also going to need peroxide, a condiment bottle or squirt bottle. This came from the Dollar Tree. Rubber bands, soda ash. You're also going to need a cup measure, plastic gloves. You're also going to need a rack. Now I'm going to use this aluminum pan and aluminum rack. I used this in our first t-shirt dyeing video, and I'll put a link to that up at the top or in the description box below. You're also going to need a tie-dye kit from a video you made 2 years ago. Finally, you're going to need a t-shirt. Now I grabbed this from Five Below. Alright, without any further ado, let's hop into this thing. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is grab your t-shirt and you want to get it wet and then wring all of the excess water out. Now I'm not going to do that on camera because I'm pretty sure you know what that looks like. So let's do it. Alright, now that our shirt is damp, we can start twisting and spinning our shirt in order to make our spiral design. Alright, so you want to go right here to the center, pinch a little bit, then just start twisting, making sure you keep everything nice and neat together. Alright, and when you finish, you should have something that looks like this. Alright, now we want to grab our rubber bands and we want to wrap our rubber bands around our shirt, making kind of like pie slices. Alright, and when you finish, you should have something that looks like this. Alright, now it's time to glove up. Alright, next you want to grab your bleach and your squirt bottle and you want to fill it up with half bleach, half water. And once you have your mixture, you want to grab your aluminum pan and your rack. You want to bring it over and get yourself set up. Now we can put our shirt on our rack and we can start lightly bleaching the top. And we're going to flip it over and bleach the other side. Not saturated, just to bleach the top. And then we're going to let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, alright? Alright, so while we're waiting for that, now we can start making our peroxide bath. So you want to grab your tote, you want to grab your peroxide, and you want to grab your cup measure, and you want to put a cup of peroxide for every gallon of water you put in here. So I'm probably going to put about 2 gallons in here, and I'm going to use 2 cups of peroxide. Alright, so what this does, the peroxide bath does, is it neutralizes the bleaching and stop it from bleaching your shirt. Alright. One. Two. Alright, now once it's been about 15 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes, now we can take our shirt and put it in our peroxide bath. Okay? You want to let this sit for 20 minutes. Okay? Now while this is waiting, we can start cleaning the bleach off of our rack and our little aluminum pan thing. Jeez. Alright, so 20 minutes is up. Now we can take our shirt out of this bin and sit it on our rack that we just cleaned, because I'm stupid. And then we're going to get ready to do our soda ash bath. Alright, now once you finish rinsing out all of the bleach and pouring it out of your tote, now you can start making your soda ash water like I said. So next you want to grab our soda ash and add 1.5 cups per gallon of water. So I put about 1 gallon in here, so I'm going to put 1.5 cups of soda ash in my water. Then I'm going to use my spoon and I'm going to mix this bad boy up. Alright, so all my package had was 1 cup, so I'm going to use about 1 cup of this and stir it up. Make sure your water is nice and hot or warm, and make sure you're wearing gloves with this. Alright, now we can add our shirt and let it sit for about 20 minutes, okay? And now while it sits, we can clean the bleach off of our rack that we just put on it. And while we're waiting, here's a quick word from the sponsor of today's video. It's me, y'all. I am the sponsor of today's video. Now, what people do know is that I have a son. His name is Miles. He'll be 1 soon. What people don't know is that I have been working on a little project, okay? If your son is like mine, or if your child is like mine, they like to get on your nerves just a little bit, just a wee bit. If it isn't screaming in your ear, or talking while you're trying to watch your program, or just climbing and, you know, doing all the stuff over you, you know, with love, it tends to get on your nerves, right? So I have the perfect thing for you, all right? So the project I've been working on is entitled DIY Kids Letter Tracing. Now, basically what it is, it teaches your children how to trace their letters and their numbers, and it also has coloring pages in it, right? Countless hours of joy from your children and silence for you. Now, I've plopped this book down in front of Miles, and I turned away for a split second, right? I turned back around, and he is looking like this. A pure scholar, baby. All right, so I'm not trying to show you anything. You know, I'm not trying to sell you anything.
It feels like somebody wants to sell me something.
I told you he was on to us.
If you want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description box below. And if not, you know, I still love you anyway. Alright? Now let's continue this video. Alright, now if you're wondering what the soda ash does, it basically prepares the shirt for the dye to accept all of the dye that you're about to give it. So hopefully this thing does the trick and accepts this 2-year-old dye. Alright, now it's been about 20 minutes. You want to take this shirt out and you want to wring it out as much water as possible, but you don't want to take your rubber bands off. You want to leave them in your rubber bands. Alright, now once everything is wrung out properly, you can bring your pan over with your rack on it, place your shirt on top, and now we can start putting water in our bottles and preparing the dyes we're about to use. Alright, so the dyes I think I'm going to use are going to be red, blue, and yellow. Now this yellow was a little bit in there, so I had to add extra. I don't know how strong it's going to be. If it don't turn out good, it's the dye's fault. not mine. Also have this orange just in case. All right. Now you want to dye. The parts you want to dye are going to be the same parts that you dye on the opposite side of your shirt. All right. So if I dyed this right here red, I also have to dye this section on the opposite side red. All right. Let's hop into this thing. Okay, and once you finish, you want to let this sit overnight. Let the dyes marinate all in this thing for about 24 hours or so. All right?
One eternity later.
All right, y'all. So it's been about 24 hours for me. So next what you want to do is you want to take your shirt and you want to run it under cold water, making sure that you keep your rubber bands and stuff on and things like that. All right. Now once the water runs clear, then you can take your rubber bands off and you can pop this bad boy in the washing machine. All right. And then, you know, wash it, dry it, and then it'll be done. All right. So now we're gonna run this under cold water and I'm gonna open it up and then I'm gonna show you right after that. All right, y'all. So after I open it up, this is what it looks like. Now it looks kind of cool. I have some reservations, like I probably wouldn't have used the blue and I probably wouldn't have used the orange. I probably would have used like purple or something like that, but for right now it looks pretty neat. All right, so I'm gonna pop this thing in the washing machine and then I'm gonna show you the finished product. All right, y'all. Now once your shirt is finished drying, here is the final product. Bang. All right. Now I like the way this turned out. Okay, even though it's not perfect, I actually think it looks pretty good. Now for the most part, things that I would change is I probably would have added more dye or used a different dye. Now if I can figure out what dye you're supposed to use, I'll put leave it right here below. I probably would have used a different color. So I probably wouldn't have used orange here. I probably would have used like maybe a purple or something like that. I probably would have used more dye. I don't even know if I said that, but I would have used more dye than what I used. But other than that, I actually like how this thing turned out. Now, if you plan on doing your own reverse tie-dye, let me know in the comment section down below. If it was something I could have changed in this video, also let me know that in the comment section down below as well. All right. Now that's pretty much it. Now if you like this video, please hit that like and that share button. Head over to the Jazz and Marty Facebook page where we always post updates on DIY and craft videos. But we're not just on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. We also on TikTok. Wherever way y'all. Just look for us, baby. All right. Now that's pretty much it. This will be the end. Peace. Also, stay tuned today. All right. But all right, y'all. Peace, y'all.